In this video, we're going to take another approach to explain and to prove why the number of casualties on both sides onto themselves do not indicate which side is more legitimate or more moral than the other. And to that effect, I want to go back 60 years. If we were to judge who was the legitimate and who was the illegitimate sides based only on number of casualties inflicted, we would have to conclude that by the end of World War II, Nazi Germany and Japan and Italy were the more legitimate sides of the conflict than were the Allied forces. Because by mere calculation of casualties, the Allied forces killed many, many more Germans and Italians and Japanese than they killed from the Allied forces. That doesn't really sit well, does it? Because the number of casualties inflicted is not an indication of moral superiority or inferiority. It's a matter of circumstance. It's a matter of context. And the same goes to the reality leading up to Gaza and following Gaza. The fact that Israel was capable and able to operate in Gaza in a way that led to more civilians and combatants killed in Gaza compared to the number of Israelis killed as a result of 8 years of attacks with over 10,000 missiles sent into the center of innocent civilian populations in Israel does not prove that Israel is illegitimate or that it didn't use measurable capabilities. On the contrary, we actually have a separate video that shows you why the number of dead Palestinians in Gaza is, if anything, an indication of the amount of efforts Israel did to prevent the loss of life in Gaza. So remember this argument, because it really is very important. Every time somebody sends you a piece of statistic, yes, but how can you defend Israel? It killed 1,200 Palestinians in 3 weeks. Remind them that the United States killed 150,000 Japanese in less than an hour when it dropped 2 nuclear bombs, one in Hiroshima and one in Nagasaki. Does that automatically prove that America was illegitimate in its combat? Today, people know that the actions taken by the Allied forces not only neutralized a force of evil, but ended up stopping the war and saving many lives. The same will be proven throughout history with regards to Israel, at least from the point I stand today.